Okay, so now let's go ahead and talk about day 1 through day 3 because it's life-changing, transforming craziness. So Monday, I accept God into my life. Didn't know what that even really meant at the time at all. I felt amazing. That's all I knew, is I felt differently and I couldn't explain it. So wasn't speaking to my husband much. You saw the previous video because I really didn't have anything nice to say. But for me at the moment, there was no stress because now I'm not talking to my husband. I feel amazing. I could drink alcohol. I was like, this is a good mix right here. I like this. This is great. I could do this right here. I just felt great. I mean, yes, there was lots of issues, but I knew something was happening that I could not explain. I felt amazing. So now, Monday, normal work day for the most part. I was excited and happy and having a good time. So God talked to me the whole day. All day, all night, encouraging me, it was just amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Now, the music that I was listening to, for me, I realized, I would listen to some of it because I like to listen to music, and I was like, that doesn't sound right to listen to. I just didn't like it. Personally, for me, I'm talking about my story for me, okay? So, for me, I didn't like the music that I was listening to, and I had been listening to for, long time. I was like, well, that's weird. Well, I'm definitely not listening to Karen's Bible thumping stuff. Let's just get that out there because I'm not doing that. Well, I didn't that day. So I was like, I'm not listening to that. And I was a little brat. So I was like, well, I just won't listen to anything then. Then I went to go watch a movie and I was like, it's a little different. This is different. It just felt different. That's all I could explain is for me, it felt different. I was like, well, I don't know really what I'm going to watch on TV, but I'm just going to find something kind of, Hallmarkish. Just find just a Hallmarkish movie. Just do that. So I would do that. And drinking, of course, it was an everyday thing for us. So, Monday was great. Great. Everything was wonderful. Everything was actually really good. I was having a great time. So now Tuesday, same thing. Tuesday, having a great day. Great day. So now we come up on Wednesday. So let me kind of explain our week. So we have our Monday, our Tuesday, Wednesday. Insane amount of work. Get up at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, whatever it took, and worked until I about just couldn't move, okay? That's just what it was, just work. Of course, I drank as much as I could in between, but work. That's all we did. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, extremely painful to pull this off. Fill all the orders, get all the accounts done. Work, it was just, I can't even explain the volume of work, but it was, and I was a workaholic. So for me to barely keep up, that's something right there. So I worked like a crazy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. Now let's talk about Thursdays. What would happen is I would get up at whatever time it took, midnight, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, get our orders ready, get them loaded, and then drive an hour to get to the place to do all the deliveries. And then I would get home, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So what I did on Thursdays, every Thursday, no matter what, I would stop and get a 6-pack of beer. And I couldn't get a 12-pack, and I couldn't buy it the day before. I had to buy it that day because it would be drank that day and relatively fast. So I would drink a 6-pack of my favorite beer every Thursday. And then on Sundays, it was harder because I had to stretch out the beer because I didn't want to just get it all, drink it all, and then be drunk for the whole day. I at least wanted to enjoy myself the whole day. So it was like, I had to really plan out how I was going to drink alcohol and how I was going to, basically my life revolved around it, but how to get my life to revolve around what I wanted. And, for me, I was relaxing. So I thought I deserve it. I worked so hard. This is what I get. I did all this. And it was just all that's disgusting, but it's for a whole nother day. So anyways, Thursdays was my drinking beer day. And drank beer, finished it all very fast. And then I would go to the wine because that's all I had left to drink. So we renamed Thursday slurs day. And I was proud of it. I mean, people were like, hey, I didn't see you. I'm like, hey girl, that's a slurs day for me. I am done, I'm toast, I can't, and I just am gonna drink, okay? That's just what I'm gonna do. After I get all these orders done, I am drinking, period. So now let's kind of go back, recap of this week. So now it's Monday. God, feel amazing, wonderful. Not talking to my husband because my, nasty mouth is just not talking to him. So I'm like, oh, this is cool. God's talking to me all day long. It's wonderful. By this time I've called him G. I'm like, okay, G, I got you, G. Oh yeah, I hear you. Oh, do that. Yeah, okay, yeah, we can do that, G. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. So whatever he said I was just doing, whatever it looked like, whatever it sounded like, he's like, hey, why don't you do this? I'm like, yeah, let's do that, G. Yeah, cool, let's do that. So the more I would say yes, didn't know what I was doing then because I just felt amazing. So I wanted to do whatever he said because I felt amazing. So, hey, you should go do this. Yes, let's do that. Yes, yes. That's all I was ever saying was yes. He said yes to my alcohol. I'm going to say yes to whatever he wants me to go over there and do that. Yes, yes. I can drink. Yes, I will do that. So he got me. It was wonderful. So I fell for it. Thank goodness. I'm so happy now. So let me explain that week of alcohol and what happened. So now Monday, God, drinking, amazing. Zip it. Karen said, zip it. She said that more than once. But that day in particular, it was about Walter. You guys will meet my buddy. Oh, I love her so much. She's just life-changing. So anyways, let me focus. Sorry. Love you, Karen. Okay, so back to Monday. Okay. Drinking. I have God. Karen said, zip it. So I'm zipping it. And I'm not rude to Walter, which is great. So now Tuesday, same thing. Wash, rinse, repeat. I'm delusional. I think I get to do this forever. So Tuesday, having the time of my life. I mean, I'm having a great time. I mean, it's wonderful. I mean, I'm just having a blast. I mean, we're working long hours, but I was just like, woohoo, this is fun. This is fun. I don't have my music. It's fine. But anyways, because it's all about me having a little pity party. So anyways, so I'm drinking all day Tuesday. I mean, I was probably drinking even earlier. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, who knows? I mean, I'm like, if I got up at 2 a.m, that means 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9 o'clock in the morning to other people, but I've been working for 7 hours. I mean, I would use any excuse I could get my hands on. So I have no idea what time I started drinking the next day. But I know by Wednesday, it had to have been more like 9 o'clock in the morning because you guys, by like 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I was drunk on Wednesday. I mean, I was having the time of my life. It was amazing. Well, G and I are just talking. And I say to him, and I would not have said this had I known what he was going to do. He's very smart because I wouldn't have said it. I just clearly wouldn't have said it. I was not in a place where I would have said this at all. And it's like Wednesday, 12 o'clock. And I say to G, all right, G, as if he didn't know. Tomorrow is Slurs Day. It's my beer day. I'm eventually, I'm thinking like a year. Okay, Tanya. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm thinking I have like a year before he's gonna say, yeah, we should probably cut the beer out, okay? Yeah, because it was the problem because I couldn't control how much I drank. I just would drink as much as that I could get my hands on practically. So I say to G on Wednesday, I'm gonna need help tomorrow. No, I did not say tomorrow. Sorry, I did not say that. I wouldn't have said that. I said tomorrow is beer day. I'm eventually, is what I said. I didn't say tomorrow. I said eventually. I guess subconsciously I said tomorrow, but I didn't mean it. Eventually, I'm gonna need help with beer because tomorrow is my beer day. I can quit drinking wine on my own, which was also delusional. No, I couldn't. But I told myself that and I believed it. Crazy. So I say to G, I'm eventually gonna need help with beer. I can stop drinking wine on my own, eventually, but I'm gonna need help with the beer because that's gonna be hard. Like, that's gonna be hard. I can't do that one by myself. I know I can't. So I asked for help. Well, I got help, all right. So by Wednesday at 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I was drunk. That's all there was to it. I was drunk. And having a great time at it too. I was having fun. Thank goodness Karen was over there taking care of business because I was over here just having a good old party of myself and having a, drinking, and she's over there working and taking care of everything. And I'm, being very selfish, having a real good selfish time over here with God, just having a great time, just having a great time, talking to him, drinking, having a great time. So about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Walter says something to me and I get nasty with him. Don't even remember what he said. what we were talking about, but I remember opening my mouth, which I was told to zip it. So I didn't do that. I opened my mouth and said something nasty. Don't remember what it was, but I was like, oh, I just opened my mouth and I just said something nasty. And then I knew enough that I was nasty, but I didn't even know what I said. And then I was like, oh, I probably should just go to bed early. I probably should go to bed early. And what I didn't know, because I didn't care, was at the same time I opened my mouth to my husband, it got nasty. The presence of God left me. I didn't care. It was all about me having a good time, and I was relaxed, and it was all about me. The whole world revolved around me. So let's make that real clear, because that's part of this amazing story. I didn't know, though. I didn't even know that the presence of God left. I should have, because he was talking to me the whole day, the whole time, just being right there with me the whole time. So presence of God was not there. And I didn't know, didn't care, but I knew enough to just call it an early day. So I was like, I think I'm just gonna get up at 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever time it is. I think I should just go to bed. So I just say, hey honey, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything done, and I'm gonna just get up early and finish everything in the morning. So I go to sleep. Can't, listen to music. Gonna have to still watch some Hallmark movie because I just couldn't watch some of the stuff I was watching. I couldn't explain it. It was just weird, and I was irritated about it. So I just was, whatever. I'll just watch, whatever. I'll just, attitude. So now let's talk about my dream. Oh, goodness. Okay. So I fall asleep. And here we go. This is what happened. Changed me real quick. So in my dream, I'm on the interstate, flying. I mean, going fast. Bam, flying, going really fast down the interstate. Really, really, really fast. And God says, take a left turn. This is my turn. This is my lane. And I'm like, whatever. That's what I did to God. Whatever. In an instant, without time, I saw Monday how I felt with the presence of God, how amazing I felt Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Pressures of life just started falling off of me. I couldn't explain it. But what I did know, he showed me. I wouldn't have known because it was all about me. I didn't care. The presence of God Wednesday left at 2 in the afternoon. My mouth opened, got rude with my husband, and I didn't care because it was all about me. So, and then I went back to having that pressure of life on me again. Like I could sense that was, Monday, presence of God came. I felt amazing, right? Amazing Tuesday, amazing Wednesday at 2 o'clock. I open my mouth. It's all about me. It's all about the alcohol. I go to bed, la, la, la. So anyways, back to the dream. So now let's go back to the dream again and just do this so I can stay focused. In the dream, I'm in a semi-truck flying down the road on the semi-truck. Flying down the interstate. God says, take a left turn, it's my lane. I'm like, whatever. I'm having too much fun. Whatever, whatever. And then I knew in an instant that the presence of God left me. My mouth opened. I got rude to my husband, and I saw that lane ahead of me, and I panicked. I was like, oh, no, I don't want to do that again. I said, I'll do a U-turn, me and my attitude, because I didn't want to go back to this, what I was feeling right now. I was like, no. I panicked. I was like, no. I'll do a U-turn. I'm going to get your lane. I'm going to do a U-turn. God says, no, you can't. I'm like, yeah, I can. Watch me. My feminist attitude, because I'm a female. I could do anything. I know how to do everything. I could drive a semi-truck. I could do a U-turn. I know how to get around there. Real wide turn. I see trucks say wide turn. I could do that. So I go to do a U-turn because I panicked. I was like, oh, no. I don't want to go back to that. So I go to do a U-turn, right? At the next lane. He said I couldn't. And I'm like, yeah, I can. Watch me. He slapped a enclosed trailer on the back of the semi-truck. Yes, I've backed up enclosed trailers before, and I could do it really well. Of course I can, just ask me. But a semi-truck with a huge enclosed trailer on it, you're done. You are stuck. You're not moving, you're not going, you're done. You're stuck. He didn't say this, but it was definitely implied. That road right there you're on, that long, hard road you're on, basically, I knew I had a choice to make. My road, his road, period. my choice to make. And I was like, well, your road was much better. I really liked it. So I was like, beer is never again. I will never drink beer again. And I woke up the next morning and I was like, God, I am not drinking beer ever again. And it was Thursday. I am never drinking beer again. You're going to have to help me because like, that's going to be hard. That's going to be hard, but I'm not going back to that life that I had Monday. That was very, very, very stressful. I'm not going back to that. So then God says, I'll help you. I'll help you. I'll help you. So when you're stressed and you're making your wine water, just, drink your wine water. And then, so let's talk about that. So let's go ahead and finish the day Thursday though. So I go to Thursday, I see it at that gas station. I'm like, I am not going to that gas station. God help me. I am not going to that gas station. Then I see another pit stop that I would stop at if the first gas station didn't have it. I'd see that one and I was like, nope, I am not stopping. I am not stopping. God help me. Cause like I picked up a 6-pack beer on Thursdays for a very long time. I get home and I'm like, give me some wine. Oh my gosh, give me some wine. So I got a big old glass of wine. I was like, I need something now. So I got wine. And so now let's go ahead and talk about how the wine thing quickly ended as well. And I'm so thankful now. So let's go ahead and go into the wine story. So anyways, I get home, unload everything. Walter doesn't say anything about the beer. I just didn't get any and I'm still quiet. So I'm really not saying much of anything. So I go and get like wine. I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't even water it down. I mean, I got wine. I don't even know. I don't even remember, but I got wine. The second I walked in, I went to get alcohol. And then, so let's go now to like Friday, the next day. So beer's now gone. It's gone. And I knew it was gone. And then I knew Sunday was coming up, but I was like, beer's gone. Nope, no more beer, just wine. So then G says to me, anytime you think about that beer, go pour yourself a wine water. Okay, yep. So I'm at the refrigerator and we have like a gallon of my homemade wine and then like a gallon of the water, grape juice stuff. So then what G would say, I'd be in the refrigerator. I'll tell you a funny story. I thought it was funny. I thought it was slick. I was not. So I would go pour one and he would say a little less wine and more water. Okay, cool. Did that. Next one, he says, next one's going to be just water. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. Now I chugged that water to get it down quick so I could get the wine next. So I did that as if he didn't know what I was doing. And then I remember clear as day, I would go to the refrigerator and I would go pour the wine and he would literally say, stop. So he didn't, like he said, stop. And I went a little longer to get a little bit more poured in there. He didn't say anything. So I thought I got away with it, right? So I filled it up with water. I chugged it because it was like more wine than water. So I chugged it. I thought I got away with it because he didn't say anything. He said, never again, don't do that. I was like, oh, smack. Oops. Busted. I was like, oh, sorry, G, I won't ever do that again. And I never did do that again. So that was how the wine thing was going for like a day. It didn't last very long. It didn't last long at all. And I'm so thankful how it happened. So then probably by like the next day, we somehow got on a subject, my husband and I, he goes, are you gonna pick up a 6-pack of beer on Sunday? I said, nope, I'm not drinking beer anymore. He said, good, because when you do, you're nasty and rude to me. Well, that felt like I just got a punch to the stomach. I wanted to I was like, that's awful. And I knew it and I felt it and I could feel it on him. And I was like, well, there goes the wine. The wine is gone. I didn't say anything to him at that moment, but I was like, yep, that's it. The wanting wine was gone. I mean, gone. I was pretty much mortified when I realized how I treated him when I was drinking beer. So I was just like, wine's gone. We're just going to be done with it right now. So now wine's all over the place because I make it. So like 5-gallon drums everywhere. I had wine at my full disposal. So let me tell you this wine story. Crazy. It's amazing. I love it. It's wonderful. So now let's go ahead and probably like the next day, Walter's like, hey, you want to come talk to me? And I was like, oh, I'm going to need alcohol for a conversation with him. And it's like 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm not drinking. Now wine's gone, right? It's gone. But he's like, hey, I got some questions for you. I'm like, okay, I'm going to need alcohol for this one. I'm going to need alcohol. Okay, just do what G says and just go get pure grape juice, right? Pure grape juice. Now in the refrigerator, I haven't dumped everything yet. It's like the next day, I pour pure grape juice, which I know my alcohol. Like when I pretty much knew how much alcohol was in the glass with how much water versus wine. I mean, I knew. I knew because I've drinking it for 14 years. So I poured pure grape juice, which is a totally different color, and I pour it and I sit down with Walter. And I can't really say much of anything other than, basic things that I was talking to him about, whatever it was, farm stuff. I'm sure chickens and ducks and guineas and pigs and who knows what we were talking about. And so we sit down and I take a sip of the grape juice, right? And I'm like, this is pure wine. It's not the same color, but it's pure wine. I panic because I was like, I'm sorry, G, I didn't mean to do this. I panic. But I'm looking at it confused because it's grape juice, period, right? I take the cup and I pass it over to Walter. I'm like, can you taste this for me? I think I accidentally poured pure wine in here, like pure wine, no water, just pure wine. Is this my grape juice or is this wine? Walter's like, that's your grape juice. I'm telling you, I chugged that thing so fast. I was so appreciative. I chugged it. Pure wine. I mean, pure wine, right? I have no idea what's going on because I never read the Bible, so I had no clue what was happening. And I understand now. Well, actually, I understand a little bit more when my buddy Karen tells me. So anyways, yeah, I chugged it and I put it down and that was it. And that was it. That was my last glass of wine, right? But he said it wasn't wine. I chugged it. It was grape juice, but I drank it and I was very appreciative. So the next day or that day, I don't remember, I tell my buddy Karen and she's like, you know that's in the Bible, right? I'm like, no, I've never read that thing. I mean, I don't even know what you're talking about. She's like, yeah, that's in the Bible. That's one of them. Yeah, that's a miracle of the Bible that he turned water into wine. I'm like, girl, I have no idea, but it was amazing. And that's all I do because I have no idea what she's talking about. Yeah, when I watched Chosen, I was like, oh, that was so cool. Thanks, G. So there's the alcohol story. Alcohol's gone. I mean, gone. I had to ask for help a few times. I'm like, gee, hey. He's like, go get pure water. So I would just drink that grape water. And I did that for a while. So all the wine, dumped it all, got rid of all the wine, and just dumped it, and then just kept that grape juice in the house for probably a while. So I would just drink that. So, wow, right? So recap, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, drinking, God, you're gonna have to help me. Tomorrow's my beer day. That was gone. So I asked for help and I got it. It's amazing and it's wonderful and it was easy because he did it for me. So recap, 5 days, alcohol is completely gone, right? So alcohol was the first thing because it was controlling my life, controlling me, controlling everything. Everything was revolved around it. So it is gone. So yeah, so I think we're gonna do the my next lesson, a feminist. Yeah, I was that. So yeah, that was the next big lesson learned. So I think we're gonna go and do that video next. So there you go. That's how alcohol completely gone in like 4 or 5 days. I don't know, but it's gone. So thankful. Thank you, G. And yeah, my husband, and now I'm nice to him and our marriage is wonderful and it's amazing. And I'll explain a lot of that later. But yeah, so let's talk about that for a minute. The marriage. Let me tell you, when I was at that 3-compartment sink Monday morning, I knew, I was like, there's no way our marriage is going to make it. We're just going to sell this farm. I don't care what happens. Give me a camper. I'll go live somewhere. I don't care. I'm so miserable. I'm working myself to death. So that's where we were. Now today, our marriage is better than it was day one. I have respect for him. I love him. We communicate. It's amazing, you guys. It's amazing. It's amazing. If you're having any stress in your life, any worry, anxiety, fear, I'm telling you, I am living proof because I was all of it wrapped into one. And God changed my life overnight. Pretty amazing. All right, you guys. We'll see you soon.